Yeah, I want to see if we're going to see innovation from those two. I look at Trent and Jonah B from the attack and what they can explain, and from the defense, I would love to see some operator, to me, something.
Yeah, Jorg stealing it away from PaperX, and PaperX being able to take a bunch that G2 were fighting over. PaperX looked to fight over A-Rubble at the start of this round, but they've been locked off.
And G2 are fast here, immediately going for that B plan, and Giacomo slipping through into the net and into the back line of the enemy team.
What a nice round here from G2 so far.
We're already seeing Util going to be used in spades on either side with that paranoia, trying to flush out the remaining players. PaperX trying to get themselves in, but this is ingrained positions. Look at this, flipping the map ever so slightly. Salvos off of the first tap.
Jorg is re-wrapping heaven.
Could be that backstab that's sorely needed. PaperX are just wondering where the hell these players are lying in wait. G2 are coming out with order preparation right now. Wonderful look here for the pistol round, but they're not done just yet. But that second round of salvos denies it all. Time being burnt all the way down here. And that's a first opening pistol round going away at G2.
That was so fast from G2. Leaf really happy playing with that. They're so happy playing with the Stingers as well.
Certainly are. This looks like a bit of a trap play potential there for it. Players are lying in wait. Flash triggered, bit of a peek around the corner. Jing, something Forsaken will collapse as well. Snap shut with the trap. Giacomo's going to try and at least even this one out. 3 players still alive here for G2.
How'd you get the spike back?
I'm going to try to go back into this one, of course, because the spike is out into the middle of nowhere. The question of how you get it back is the least of their concern, I think, right now for G2. Hurting bad. How the hell do you even get past this as well? Smokes on smokes. That's just off sound cues. Giacomo hears it, scuttling in the sand, takes it with a no-scope, picks up the upgrade. PaperX could still be deadly in this spot though. Snakebite ricocheting back to try and pull them back out. What a face from them. And now, surely the cherry on top. Leaf just dropped down to that 30 HP. He's got to do it now with just that. Outlaw missing the first shot. Anticipating the reswing, 35 seconds left.
I think this is the only gun that Leaf could have a chance with.
It's an awkward engagement, but he's got to be so damn sharp. Magnetic onto their heads, picks up the rifle, but with the pistols, it's all PaperX.
How have they done that? How on earth have they done that?
It's quite poetic as well that we open up on Lotus here last 2 times. The last time that these 2 teams faced off, Lotus was the finisher. PaperX got the win against G2 at Toronto. Should be a pretty good cleanup. No problems, but as I say that, hold on. Yeah, rifles are being acquired. The sight is theirs too. Wrapping around from the side is something. That flank has to come to fruition. It's a backstab that must be the insurance policy playing off now for them as well. That Prowler not quite broken in time. Something now finally activating, getting involved towards it. The smoke in the face. Pacman cleaned up. It's up to Leaf now in that 1v2. Knows the rough position. Something's just holding it. Shorty in hand though. Not enough with the shots to buy saves the day.
Close one there, because we nearly had a Thrifty back in the other direction. Leaf left in a somewhat similar scenario to the previous round.
Picking out the available util's going to be deaded off though, so the Thorn's going to be delaying any sort of backup. Jorg does have side control for now.
A nicely executed round. Good theory there to push Forsaken away, because he's normally so difficult to deal with. And PaperX, they don't like playing set retakes, but this time forced to.
Spike planted.
Grouped up.
They are looking for a lurker. Something is hanging around for quite a while with this operator, looking towards front B, wondering where Leaf is. Leaf's just watching the flank.
Yeah, now forced to play the retake into this one. We've already that paranoia. Satchel forward. Jing though is going to be near side.
Oh, the double TP!
It's close, double TP! Into the back lines! It's dealt with instantly at that! Valin is hungry for it. Carnage onto the site. Straight into the thick of things. Something wants nothing to do with it.
Everyone loves everyone, man.
Yeah. There's no real skin in the game. There's no real revenge arc, unlike G2 versus T1. These are just 2 competitors, 2 sides that really do respect each other.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, they're both incredible teams.
Not finished yet, are they? Listen, damage is being done on either side here. Something still with that operator saved into the next. He evens it out, 4v4.
That's the only gun that they have available, though. Not that it stopped PaperX from winning in round 2. They were doing that with just classics in hand.
Giacomo. Very aggro position that he's going to be finding himself in. Could be donating a rifle if he's unlucky in the process.
Absolutely. On an anti-eco, you don't normally take these kind of risks.
Doesn't have a gate crash down.
He's got a clone.
Too dangerous. Oh, that gamer timing's bloody hell. That's a lot of damage done. Jing barely alive there. Something trying to at least punish from the sides. Davai! Lights him up. Makes the Sheriff sing with shots like that, and these pistols could still do that real damage. Real quick work. Leads it down to Giacomo in that 1v2. And that riot damage finally pays off. Red Bull clutch for Jorg. High octane action is what you came for, and you're gonna bloody get it.
PaperX will sometimes hit some remarkable shots. That double kill from Divide with the Sheriff in hand shows you that in every one of these rounds, even when the weaponry's light, G2 are going to get pushed to the brink. But Jorg is up to it this time. The clone play as well stopped him from getting punished earlier on by something, and then he comes back around.
It's going to be going in to see. Door opens up. Sight lines are there, but 30 seconds remaining. Jorgamo might be gearing up for a bit of a fight there. Stun still, it's going to be hitting towards the back, and the shot still distracted for a second. It's traded out evenly by Jing Divide, still at the back, and heads are turned away from him. He combines the might, him and Patman really doing the damage, but Forsaken, the IGL, inserts himself into the conversation.
Of course he does. The Omen ultimate allowing Forsaken to get there as quickly as possible. He was the guy posted up with Jing, covering over towards Rubble. Jing comes in to reinforce B, and Forsaken apparates over to the other side of the map as well. He takes the opportunity with the attacker's Viper Wall to get out of there. So he's not as crazy as we thought.
He's going back in.
He's gone
back in, mate.
Okay, hold on.
Go back the words. He's going back in, and Levy's going to clean him up.
I take it back.
50 seconds left. This is still early days. In the big picture, if Levy can get a bit more ground going, it might call for the rotations to occur over towards A.
And that's a gun down. Forsaken is always going to be going for the extra little bit. This time punished for it. Don't know why I ever believed he was backing off.
No.
This tap of the door and the fact that Forsaken's gone, pulling players defensively towards A as the hit on C comes through. Divide forced to give up space.
Yeah, Nightfall and Valentold as well clears out most of the site there. Leaf loses the fight out to Patman. Cleaned up that straggler. Divide still here. Hanging around into the sidelines. He's going to get that first connection. A bit of running gunning though is ordered up here by G2. And Jonah P, why not pull out a sidearm? Secondary's getting that job done. Finishing up here. It's 2v3. The Nightfall committed. This looks winnable for PaperX. They want to send it forwards. Judge in hand. Something's gone against the Stingers and against the Rifles. Patman's left to do it all now. And a lot of damage being done in the process. Spraying them potentially down to a killable range. Patman himself very, very low. 51 health to get it done. High-low setup, G2 trying to play it with that discipline, with that diligence. Being disjointed, being picked apart. Time is running away from it right now. That wasn't a rifle he picked up, just a judge. Patman's going to get it done now. 9 bullets and time running short. Trent from on high. It's a thrifty round converted. G2 not finished. Neither team wants to really give up even an advantage here. Big group up though by G2, looking to send it flying forwards here. Onto the C site. There's no Yuto used. Push them back, so no one is home, but Leaf dropped down. That was it. The mid lurk cleaned up, and that's a rifle as well. They can hand over to the opposition. Still very much winnable. Information gathered. Something going to be playing for his life in this spot. PaperX still have a chance to get back in, especially with Jing's showstopper. Door's going to be opened up from behind. Steel Garden as well. Just putting the squeeze now onto these G2 players. Get the corral and cower into the corner with a nade at your back and a gun forwards. Jing, watchful eye on every single extremity. Weapons finally back in action, but again, Jorgamo's got it too much to do. Swarmed by PaperX. 4-4, evened up.
That's a flawless.
This year's certainly been the evolution of PaperX as a team. TP forwards into the one-way. That is spam into that. No, expecting the play.
They are really ready for that. It's a flash into a haunt play, but Jorg goes down anyway.
Opening the door will force them to concede a bit of space up, but PaperX is going to be happy with the early pick.
Jorgamo's ultimate would have been the thing to win this round. Probably one of the tools that Josh RT was talking about.
Oh, if you go back into Jing here, you're going to be in trouble. Drone needs to be broken. It needs to be broken, and it is. He has that showstopper close quarters. Chooses to activate it now. Plays a scurrying, but against the back wall. That's mincemeat made of Fallon. Jonah P, an attempt to answer that back straight away. Stun's going to be ricocheting, but a smoke in your face. It's a blockade that's put up in front of G2.
It's really annoying being Jing and thinking about the fact that that drone can take away your ult at any time, but when it's used like that to flush out a corner and it's broken, just opens the door for PaperX's raise.
Free game.
And this round, I can't imagine it going the way of G2 now. In a 3v4.
A lot will have to go right here, but Divide is already making sure that any sort of hurdles and obstacles are dealt with necessarily at that. Still G2 finding their mark. It's brought it into a 2v2.
This could be the opening.
It's a Nightfall. Scatters forwards, only the one tag. They don't know where something is there, but it's all being covered as well. Hell of an awareness, and the C's connects. Forsaken's position notified. Armageddon! My God, the slightest of angles to play out of. He's alive for now, but he's got to do it now with just 34 bullets left, and the off angle of Jonah P. It's electric stuff from the Professor.
And of course, the round where it looks like G2 might be down and out in a 2v4 scenario.
Noise heard, picking out a bit of that util, seeing where the thorns are. There's still a wall in your face, but Jorgamo's got all that space for free. Salvas in a one-way deep CT control. Name of the game already called for. What a snap to the head. Straight his way, that door's going to be opening up. This is PaperX trying to apply that pressure, but Jonah P covering the angles. And he cracks some weaknesses, but his back is currently open towards it. Something lurking up and around. The pit is going to let them try and get involved and get back in again, but Jorgamo's still just dominating the extremities. And the pit now insurmountable is what it feels like in a 2v4. Especially with the operator in something's hand, they already give it up.
Yeah, you don't even have two rifles to be spamming in there and hoping that you get a kill on somebody. I think Patman needed to win that fight. Prowler into the face of, was it Jorg or Valiant? I can't even remember at this point, but...
Jorg and CT.
Yeah, pushed up deep into spawn. I mean, if you're not going to be winning that duel when he's having to contest a Prowler, then you don't have too much avenue back into the round. I think these set-piece rounds on attack side have looked the best for G2. In terms of one team getting clean advantages over the other, they're going into Forsaken this time. Oh no, not even. Worried a little bit there about the way that Forsaken was playing towards Mound. G2 give it up.
Oh my god, man!
He's so good.
Have a day off. Ult even popped off as well, getting a bit of extra information, but a TP back again. It's just something heavy prior to get mid-round information for his team. And okay, as the smokes dissipate and just fade away, it's an open silent and open fight. Devi's going to be gone. Back to the spectator seats, 4v4, something. Consistency there with the operator. Jorgamo wants to try and take the fight straight to him, but again, PaperX are just fighting at every single side. It's never an easy fight. Pestering them from every single angle. PaperX are all over the place right now. With every fight going their way, it leaves it to Jorg in that 1v3. But it's looking inevitable. It's looking like an evened up half, 6-6. Could we have it any other way?
What a brilliant way of opening playoffs. And what a gorgeous adjustment towards the end there from PaperX. And now at this event, yeah, kind of crushing. And it looks like there's going to be an enormous scrap towards B.
It's all gearing up, isn't it? Skirmish cord 4. Get bloody, and it's brawly at that. G2 though, the ones winning it out so far. Feed entirely filled up in their name. A 4-piece, 4-leaf.
Blink! Did you go away to get a snack during the halftime? You missed it.
You probably did, yeah.
I mean, they might be able to read into this because he had a sheriff in the previous round, but where's he going to take it?
Flash forward's going to be broken. Jorgamo, he's not messing around. That's 2 shots to the chest. Something done.
Superstar player from PaperX. People looking at him as maybe the best player in the world right now. He's not going to get a chance in this round. Valiant not receiving reinforcements just yet, but now Jorgamo hits his gate crash, and G2 start to reinforce over towards C and B.
Spotting that one, Jonah P. No way is he winning that one. Stinger in hand against the rifle.
Very fraudulent America's moment.
Yeah, and even picks up the upgrade as well while he's at it. PaperX are looking to go back in his direction, I think, to get the gun back for Jing, but there is another one dropped down, courtesy of Devi. So
I think Jonah spotted 2 there out of the 3 players. And Leaf's position on B is so difficult to clear. This corner just gets mega value every time.
Tucked up deep here, we're going to see the double satchel play. Jing's forwards, skip past this one. Sightlens is going to be spotted! And the bodies just line up for him, Jing! It's 2 eviscerated in a blink of an eye, and a forward approach now into that PE site. Heaven angle. It's not really contended, and it's not really smoked off here. I mean, stunned with a ricochet, trying to peek this one forward again with the fights to be taken. G2, they win it like that.
Taking a page out of PaperX's book, but you throw the smoke high in the air, so it becomes a cover for Jing as he double blast backs up, and then he can take the fight afterwards.
Deep TP into the backside of A. PaperX always coming out with the cool ideas. Forward to get the angle.
This round there's a flank play happening as well. And Devi's going to be watching for it. Forsaken also challenging here.
Pixel angle, Forsaken. Faded out by the first player. Takes off Valent's head as a result of it. That wall's going to be tripped, and that double face does overwhelm. It's going to be a quick call out though. Patman looking to see if he can contain as well. Needs some help as well. Calling for reinforcements and a bit of backup. And that is a TP behind you. It is manic stuff from Jorg. And he's not stopping there. Damage done, but in a flip of a coin, it's all turned on its head. PaperX and themselves up into this 1v2. Forsaken. Quick cleanup. 4 kills for him.
He has saved them off camera there.
Desperately needed it, like you said. Needed it most there. PaperX looking to send it flying forwards once more. Salvos, though, an adjustment called for here by G2. Looking to really fight this one forwards with a lot of util in the process, but Trent beamed down through the smokes. Still, bullets are going to be rattling forwards, and with that showstopper, you are no more. Jing paving the way to success, and the rest of his team can follow him straight through. Jorgamo looking to answer back rapidly at that, but still shut down with a bullet to the dome.
That's incredible awareness there from PaperX, dodging the flash. Valen would have to go huge.
Lying
this
in
would
wait.
be monstrous.
Well, dissipates though, and the player's just not lined up for him. It's up to Leaf now. 1v3.
One of the first rounds where we've seen teams actually clash over towards Rubble. PaperX come out on top with all of their beautiful ideas. Does the Steel Garden get forced out here? Does Leaf get a freebie in Spawn and Forsaken? It's a wild off angle.
It's so off angle, isn't it? Oh, he just!
Oh, one bullet!
Micro flick. Forsaken doing backflips in the Spawn. Leaves it to 1v2. Like you said, a silver line would be ults being forced out and pulled out of these PaperX players. They've got this one locked down. A lot of damage done. Leaf anticipating a reswing from a different angle and position, but at some point has to expect it. Time's still starting to tick though. Options very much limited, and now an unwinnable spot to play in. Looking to just do the exits. Bit of damage to the economy while he's at it.
I really like the way that PaperX take Rubble control in rounds like this. So, like I said, Forsaken throws this smoke that starts high up in the air, and it actually ups a huge round from PaperX's Raze, and still with 4 other ults to play with.
Pulling this one back, one round at a time. Ults are going to be used on either side, though. Hit to lock off C.
They didn't clear!
He didn't clear it, Valen! Just tucked into the corner, nice and tight and pretty there. He's going to be able to find it a little bit more, but something with some information. Backs up and will respect it.
I mean, a bait and switch play is one thing, but against a Yoru ultimate? That's just a big mistake from something.
Just left them at a disadvantage now, PaperX. Now 4v5.
Jonah is so committed.
Hyper committed. He's got no real backup as well. No help to help him out. That wall's on cooldown. Needs it up ASAP. Nades are flying forwards along with the bullets. Surely he doesn't survive this. He's trying to counter spam them all the way back. And Jonah P gets out.
That's incredible. Good support from the rest of his team to get Jonah out in that position, but it's got to feel disastrous on the side of PaperX. You've somehow been left in the 3v5 at the back of all of this.
Coming out drone for a bit of information there. Containment is the name of the game for G2. Not letting anything slip here, even committing ults into their own. Still a 3v5, respect shown. Salvos.
Planted.
Off the mark, doesn't deny the plant. That's going to be an extension into the round. PaperX still have a way back into this one. Battering against them, that Utah's flying forwards, but killed in their name. Nightfall now, scatters forwards. Jing! He's even collected a few of his own. And just like that, it's a 3v3. Players are noted. Drop down into pit. The C's to try and cut off these angles. Steel Garden even being offloaded here with no weaponry to work with. It all comes down to the sidearms. Valen dismisses Patman, brings it into that 2v2, but time is ticking. It's getting away from them. The Thorns delay it. TP in. Valen's looking to try and get at least a bit of a tap onto it. Damage through the box. Satchel over the top, but it's all Defy in the feed. Fills it up now. 1 round is all the PaperX are behind by.
30 seconds.
It's a lot of
left.
unknowns in the minds of G2. They're wondering, has he TP'd into spawn? Where is this guy?
But Jonah's clearing it out quite diligently at the moment, and we'll still have a timing to stop this hit coming through.
Still going to be
try
tested.
to anchor with the Odin.
Still going to be tested, like you said. Forced to anchor now with the Odin in his hand. The door not opened up. The salvos to try and cut them off. Where it hurts!
Spike down A.
Split them in twine. PaperX right now, they don't know which way to look, which way to stand. Toppled at a moment's notice. The pressure was there, but long-range support with that salvo at the feet.
Maybe an opportunity here to end B and make use out of these short-range weapons.
Well, they might want to go for it, bit of a B split, or just a fake of the AU tilt. And looking to go straight forwards. Flying forwards at that. That's a judge into the hands of Jing, and he could do some real damage here. Trying to take that peek. It's an unsmoked angle. Trent is no more. Obliterated in the process. Jorg falls of the information. TP's back out to safety, but there's still a player down on the plant. Now finally going down.
Heaven control there, threatened from PaperX, and then once they know that G2 have seen it, they immediately drop back and try to fight on site, creating presence in as many spots as possible.
All players on site with the exception of Tavai. Taking that peek in the fight to be taken. It's an off angle for Patman, and that is beautiful work. 2 players dropped in the blink of an eye for G2. They're going to be watching from the spectator seat. Forced to back away from this fight. PaperX bringing it back up to 11.
11-11. Tension at its highest.
Adjustments that are being made. Tweaks as well across the board. Salvas far breaks open the blue room door, and Jorgmo not anticipated from that spot.
He's a big game player.
Delivers them a killing blow onto Jing. Right when his team needed it, and the slightest jabs to work with. That is disgusting stuff.
He is playing so well in this match so far.
Something may have found himself a bit of a pocket to play in. Still, players might be watching it. An awareness that door is open. It was Trent who was the one to do it. Shallow angle that he's watching this from. Flash. Still contacting up here, PaperX.
Leave from behind.
It could be that backstab! Oh, what is that by Forsaken? Quick 180. Snaps back and punishes Leaf for the hubris of trying to contest.
3 huge moments where Leaf has had a bit of a whiff, but this one might punish them the most. He's still got 19 kills, he's still playing great. But big kills are getting away from him.
Lurks on lurks, divide all that space over towards C. Open ground found, and something now can be the backstab.
Oh, what a time.
Still with that player disadvantage, but it might not matter with something playing like this. And like you said, the timing is everything. It's all about how fast G2 end up playing it, but he reveals it early with that kill into Jonah P. No one's turning to look at this right now. No one at all. Communication just going to miss. PaperX. Again from the brink, again at the player disadvantage. But it's inevitable. It's going to be that 12th round.
I think this round is utterly and completely different if Forsaken doesn't somehow land.
Okay.
Go for the Cologne play.
Be disastrous for G2 to lose this opener in this fashion. It's exactly the way that the last time that these teams played each other ended up. 13-11 lost to G2, and anticipating that TP deep into the back line. Jorgamo's got his watchful eye onto it still. Bullets going to be rattled on either side here. Damage is being done either way. Judge in the hands of Leaf, he can't get much done at all. The rifles are singing in the hands of these PaperX players.
Still a salvo, still an ult here for Trent.
Chance for him to get back in, but a lot of damage done to Jonah P as well. They're going to have to use everything at this point. Space given up. Presence being shown, and forces the Armageddon to be used just to take site control. G2. Meticulous, they're like surgeons when it comes to these retakes, just trying to divide up most of the site and see if they can take this one nicely. But they have to get their eyes and watchful eyes, and these smokes, Valin does punish it. Forsaken dropped in that IGL dip. Jing from the side has got a nade waiting, rebounds, but a little bit too shallow. A tap onto it, Horn needs to be dealt with, it's all coming down to the wire! And in slow motion, could we have it any other way? Map 1 goes to PaperX.
A 13-11 nail biter, back and forth from the very...
We just saw the something versus Job, literally the same composition that they run in Lotus, right?
Yeah, watch on the attack sides how G2 will give, but then retake mid-control. I think this is what you were highlighting in your telly. It's very good with that Teo drone.
And everyone moving away from this one. There's no presence in mid here from PaperX.
Not at all.
All this space given up for free, but eventually spotted out now. Something. A couple of strays. Swings and shots that he's going to be popping off. Prowler in his face. At some point, maybe forced to fake this one. Oh my god, that's damage done. Traded out though. G2 still getting themselves in. Elbow control.
Spike planted.
Maintained by Devi, making sure to hold on to control of that area.
Yeah, Devi's position here is really nice to help PaperX on the retake.
Just spotting the head poking up. Really waiting this one out, but hearing a lot of presence forwards.
Salvo used early.
Paranoia has to be dodged to the one side. Stun used as a response of that. Prowler alongside it. Time starting to be a bit of a difference maker. Damage done on the side of PaperX. They are absolutely dishing it out now. They're not giving it any easy fight. Any easy fight whatsoever. Calm and collected is the way that pistol round goes for PaperX.
Looks like B might be where he's looking to
try
to contest.
He's got a judge, man.
Yeah, that's a bit wild. Tucking into
Try
this
and get
corner.
into the corner.
They were flash haunting this every time.
Uh-oh, this could get deadly. This could get dangerous.
There's no way.
Just the one before he gets out.
How has he found the timing quicker than the haunt landed? Jonah P didn't even wait for the haunt, or rather, sorry, Jorg didn't wait for Jonah P's haunt.
Just expecting that they would respect it, I think. Once they're ready, waiting with the C's. Looking at different angles here. I mean, he's worried about mid. Still lands the shot. Jinx there following up on top of it. He gets another. Following with the TP. Cheeky enough, but it's all being watched for. And this is a bonus conversion. Waiting in the wings now. I mean, PaperX could not have got off to a better start here on Corrode, a map that they've been banning, showing no signs of.
It's a crazy decision for something to tuck himself into a corner that 100% of the time G2 Flash won't clear that. But he finds a moment to just catch onto Jorgamo. And then also I'm fine with Jonah P going for that switch, because he catches Patman with Util in his hand, but Patman is so fast to react and respond.
Big dagger? No.
Well, the Util's been pulled out of them early.
Oh, he's heard that.
Yeah, TP.
Actually, he might not have done. He's not calling for the full rotate.
At this point, it should be very obvious. Defy! Stalwart defender. The one to try and lock this one down, and he's being precise as anything, just trying to pluck off the heads away from the shoulders. 15 seconds left. Double face in the end here. The TP into the back line. That's a timing that was unanticipated, yet still with the shots. Leaf is raining down lead upon them. Laying down. Shot after shot. These are hammering blows, and it's brought G2 into a 1v2.
But they don't know where something is.
That's what something has got to play with in this spot right here, but against a sharp aim of Trent, not quite doable. So just like that, every single second counts. In these two teams, drones can be popping out into your face, which is broken. Hello, something, you're still there. Yeah, Prowler in your face and a couple of stray bullets as well. Still alive though. Salvo forcing him back and away alongside that Seize, and there needs to be that collection. The crossfire setup in tight formation. G2 still trying to find their way forwards with this one. Ults are being earned up. A lot of avenues uncontested though, and Jing looking to see if he can take that fight. There's that punishment we were talking about prior. Against PaperX, got to keep guns out because they will be willing to take those duels and take those fights indeed. It does go both ways. Trent.
That's a big kill.
Massive one. Frees up the flank away from it, now has the armor gun. He's going to be using this preemptively.
He's been doing that a lot. Hasn't really been saving his utility for post-plant.
Just trying to buy a bit of time, and that nade rebounding. That's going to be a perfect position. Leaf surely goes down, that's half HP. Drifting away, and it's a half clearance. Jing anticipating that it was cleared out. Leaf, the savior once more.
Oh, he's had a monstrous couple of rounds there, hasn't he, Leaf? Jing was convinced that corner was clear.
Big presence from PaperX over towards B as well. They're going to be claiming a lot of that side of the map.
Who's next?
Central Drift now going to be used by George to try and set them forwards. The drone Forsaken is going to have to vacate. Evac Cord 4 needs some help and reinforcements potentially from his team. Something. Went into the sidelines, but now he's out into the open, squaring up for that fight. It's an instant response. Valen straight there. Wants to try and take the fight to him, but the IGL diffs him. In the process, pit down.
Can't get the plant down.
Gives him a bit of coverage. The Seize is good, at least with that connection, and it's going to slow down these PaperX players, but where do you call for? Rotations abound. They're looking to go back into mid, but there's a flank-on-flank occurring.
This is a weird one. Leaf's going to have to drop his pit.
Jonah P.
Oh,
The timing. Just missed it. Wasn't on the sightlines. Device spotted out. And Pit's going to be falling as well. Quick scurry away. They know the B's open now for the taking.
Might be a timing here for Devi up mid.
Just like that, Forsaken as well wants to fill in the gaps. He's got that ult earned for that occasion.
Horn.
Picking up residency.
Horn push back Devi. Forsaken, it's all on him.
38 seconds. Comes down to these kills. What is that?
He's so good.
Disgusting stuff.
30 seconds left.
Playing and weaving around this smoke. It's made the B site his den, and there's only one more option really left for G2 to work towards. It is this B site. They have to find a way past it, but again, Forsaken!
It's ludicrous.
He can't be stopped! He's walking on bloody water at this point. That's just filthy.
He is utterly unbelievable. This is the kind of form he was in at Masters Toronto.
Bit of a bait setup. TP for the information. That's a drone that does tag.
Wow, that's actually through mid.
Still wants to square it for the fight. There's something, there's no exit for him. He has to nail that shot. Either side. Shot's going wide. There's an orb to play around. There's no way, there's no way, there's no way you're going for that. That's far too cheeky. And Leaf will punish you for it.
Cutting through. Well, those are the kind of wild plays that you've got to expect when playing against PaperX.
And it left and around.
Low percentage chance, but he still goes for it. And actually, they're looking to double re-clear into Leaf again on A.
Face your fear!
Michael's going to be sent flying forwards. That is a lovely clearance. Forsaken juts out. This guy is walking on water at this point. He can do no wrong. Patman, nowhere safe to stand, but he does find a slight pocket to play in, and even adjusting the aim towards the final moments. Jorgamo delivers them back from the brink. Gives him a win con.
Super aware, kept his gun out the whole time, ready for those fights.
30 seconds left.
But instantly the flank coming through again here. PaperX putting such a premium on that. And Jing can distract enormously. Still full util and an ult. How are you going to look at Forsaken in the middle of this?
Exactly. Still eyes are trained towards main. That's an off angle to be held to the corner. Showstopper avoided. Good movement straight from the side, but again, it's going to be Forsaken revealing his hand from the spot. And Jorgmo supplementary with the spam. There's a smoke in his face, but that will be dissipating, and he gives it up for the even fight. Still, shots are going wide. Going wild.
Going out.
With the smoke propped up over towards the top, it's an impossibility. Surely, Forsaken, you can't be winning this. 7 bullets! Oh my goodness! Jorgmo that just about wrangles control of the round. He hasn't missed a beat stepping back into the seat, so we'll see how this pressure and how PaperX are really going to be able to keep up with most of this. 3 players stacked up towards it. They have the entirety of the pack all grouped up here. Jonah B, shots in the dark, through that smoke, something has been head ripped off. Steel Garden, near sighted, there is coverage, swinging right round to the corner. The timing has to be perfect, and the clearance is just not there. Jonah B is still delivering, but it goes both ways. PaperX are still in this fight, it's evened up to that 2v2. Patman off onto the flank. And now putting the squeeze on Jonah B, leaving that time in for Leaf to collect. Devi in a 1v2. Testing with that shorty in your face. There's a lot of damage done. Dropped down to barely anything at all. Quick tap as well, trying to force Leaf out into the open, but he swings at the right time. Chops the head clean off. Slightest of angles as well. That's something he wants to work with. A lot of bodies going to be trailing towards him now. He's going to get his chance for a fight. Just TP's back to a bit of safety. Trying to hold this one again, inserts himself forwards. The salvos at his feet along with the clone. That is ridiculous! Something! Dismisses them with a wave of a hand, but he needs some help out now. He will be dropped. Jonah P happy to trade that one out. Nightfall taken, Patman from the flank, and heads are rolling. Leaf is gone.
And Forsaken as well, all the way up through B main.
It's 2 players at G2. They are being picked apart at the seams here. Every single avenue accounted for. Main, Link, and CT. Sees up and over towards the top. There's a lot of damage done, but as that smoke fades again, the time is taken. Jonah P can only do so much. It's overwhelming against the presence of PaperX. They've got that caliber of players, and it doesn't matter what weaponry they're working with.
Giving him a bit of confidence, and now he's going for the walkabouts.
There's no way. This is such risky business.
There should be double drone in his face as well. It should be hard, actually, for something to play this defense side.
It's a game of reactions. It's a game of reactions, of which something wins out. A lot of damage done in the process, but how do you win against the operator in his hands?
And he's gone so deep there, he's found the timing before the drones.
Wall is heard, wall is heard. Patman realizing there's a gap in the play. Forsaken wasn't quite holding it, and that timing was taken. Evened out, though, with a kill onto Leaf.
He might think that he's trapped them all in the choke.
Players drifting in as well from the side. This is an angle as well, something counting for it. Sees the barrels. Damage done, though. Instantly there with a trade, nevertheless. Jonah P did do that damage to Forsaken. 2 left alive now for G2. Nade is going to come sailing overhead, trying to deny that plan. It's tapping as G2 are looking for bodies, trying to pull them out into the open. PaperX not giving them an inch, though.
The double fake tap has stopped something from getting on a really aggro line. Now he starts to creep forwards.
Comes down to heroics. Jorg very much alone when he's holding this one. Crouch down, satchel overhead. Needs some help, needs some bailout as well. The timing is going to be, has to be picture perfect. Picture perfect! What a spray down a transfer! It's something with the util out! It's Jorgmo to punish. G2 leading by. Wall up on top of it, something's going to be answering him back immediately. Nightfall, dimensional drift, there's a potential timing to be taken as those Qs are cut away. Weaponry never quite ideal, but still the damage is being done. Showstopper, he whips it around. Jing is straight in and through. Tip of the spear for him, and something not anticipated. It's a mad scurry, it's a mad dash through mid. The Devi left to punish, an instant shot and answer back, but it goes both ways. 6-6, just like that.
Now allows PaperX to hit a weaker A site if they can get through Jorgmo.
Jorg is hard committed. There's no gate crash to get him out here. Some of the angle to be watched for. They lost mid-control in the process. Actually, Jonah P was the one to take up domain and residency there. Quick walk down. Devi being punished. Smokes in the face, though, now spells it out. This is going to be leading and landing over towards an A hit now for PaperX. Making moves forwards. That's a kill claim. Jonah P shot in the dark as well through that smoke. It's his head who ends up going down. Paranoia sweeps, though. That is a massive collection. It's only Patman who can put a stop to this. Oh, my God! He buys enough time for Forsaken to reinsert himself, get back into the action, get back into the fight. It's all laughs on their side.
Faking with the fact that the Rays picked up the ult orb. A lot of prep going into these pistols from both of the coaching staffs. But once more, you got to get through Jonah and Jorg here.
Very deep angle. It's not really the best weapon to work with. Something does his best with it. Just ghost in hand. Knocks the heads off two G2 players. Jorgum and Jonah P are out for the count.
Really nice dodge of the flash.
A lot of util forwards here. Ingrained position, not really cleared out with the classics. Might be able to make the most of this one. This is elbow control given up. The plant is down though. 3v3, you got to think the weapons in the hands of these Paper X players surely going to be enough. And nade's still primed, ready and waiting. The timing is taken just right on that. The damage is still being done though. They can't really deal with these players, and it comes down to a 1v1. It's Trent versus Forsaken. No easy pickup in terms of the weapon, but a stinger is found, salvaged from the midst of all of it, and the body just peeking out. Forsaken loses out.
No way!
How the hell is it always happening like this, man? Listen, pistol rounds be damned. These teams are going back and forth. It's going to come down to the aim, though. And a shot's fired. Hold on, that was a jump spot from long range. Something still creeping ever so steadily up towards this angle. Paranoia will be a bit of respect forced out of it. Prowler into the corner gives the acknowledgement here to Paper X, but the Salvos are slowing them down. 38 seconds left. Util being bled out of this G2 squad. Nade rebounding, second wave of salvos. Seas does connect again. It's all meant to try and slow them down, but again, not much left in the tank here for G2. It comes down to the weaponry at this point. Gunplay, and how well can you trade each other out? Both satchels used. Just crouch peeking into it. Jing dismissed readily. Reaction time test. All pays off here for the G2 players. Very ready for the fight that was coming their way.
Fundamentally better round there from G2 than what Paper X were up to.
Prowler does clear out Jorg from that spot. Again, not so ready to count out Paper X, even when they are on the worst buy. Same idea as when Jing had that judge the first time. Inserts himself into deep smoke, lay it down for him.
I'd like to see them do this on a rifle round because they get into a nice position. This time they're fighting
forwards, yes, into elbow. Oh wow, the Paranoia is only going to be connecting onto the one, only onto the one. Leaf has to be that difference maker, but a Reeve swing out. Pacman more than ready for it. Trent, it's in a sticky spot. The situation here is going to be a bit dire for him, but the flash to try and set him up. Something still hits that. Nightfall now scatters forward. Something delivering, hammering out the shots. G2 at the amble in this situation. Big light up from the horns. This is all going their way. Chaos is where Paper X thrive.
A MasterCard Thrifty again in this series. So many of them. But it doesn't really tell you what side they're going to end on. So a 2-1-2 defense for G2.
There's no way. What is that by Forsaken?
Well, he definitely didn't think that Trent was there. I'll tell you that one for free. Literally 5 players all reacting to that ult. And now G2 realize what a mistake they've made. Paper X not only have the sight, but can now get into really deep positions. You're going to have to clear so many angles and corners, maybe even a mid-lurk.
Long rotation times as Thorns in through CT. Flash as well.
This could be how Paper X win a 4v5, another 4v5.
Big ults on the side of G2 though to potentially clear this one out. See if they choose to use it.
Thorns activated.
Smoke off onto elbow. Thorn's going to be deaded off. Sees, connects. They see that. The trail points it out. Jing rebounds with a salvo as well. He's out into the open. Pacman trying to help out as well through mid. Looking down this avenue. He knows where most of the ire is coming from. Devi shuts him down. 1, 2, 3 shots. He's looking for that 4 off his team. Helps him out for it. Sublime stuff from Devi. I think they patch it over with just their game sense. Being able to find the right moments as well to take those peaks, and the aim on top helps out. That is an operator in the hands of Jorg though. Forsaken gone, your smokes player down and out for the count.
And it's on Trent and Leaf to try to hold.
Still guarded. It's not going to be overlapping most of this one here still. Players trying to hold this one down. And Leaf intentionally maybe even just getting caught into this one, but he does shut down Jing nevertheless. He was vulnerable up. The Classic makes short work of him. Holding on to that elbow control. It's a critical element. G2, it went wrong for them in the past with these B hits.
A 3v5 again. Paper X have been winning these.
Position as something in it. It's going to be filthy stuff. Still, Dimensional Drift should clear him. He's spotted out here. 2 players now noted, making comms noted to the team. And in through that smoke as well, just pings as they exit onto the ult. It's all coming out from that link angle. It's up to something, and Pacman, can they punch a hole through this one? Flipped on its head. Spike being diffused, stuck all the way. The coverage is in sight for G2. They got bodies on bodies here, ready to fight to the bitter end, and they bring it level now, 10-10.
Pretty perfectly at the start of the round.
There's going walkabouts here. There's so many angles to contest and account for. This is ridiculous stuff. He's straight past it. I mean, Devi.
And not even punished.
Yeah, not expecting it. No trade in sight because Jing's got the judge.
But Trent is actually really important here.
I'm trying to hold this one back. He's feeling the heat now. He's turned up all the way. What is that? Shots are fired and elbow control still maintained. These players starting to flood in their way through. Jing has an ult to work with, but in a 2v4, looking for another kill, I think, to really set the pace and maybe given that allowance to use it. It's not going to be quite the case, is it? Trent is on top form. Holds back the onslaught that was from PaperX.
Jing, though, did get that showstopper up. Does have the judge. Same B exec looking like it's going to be run here
Same
again.
play. Leaf is not in a spot to really contest this one, but he's found a pocket to play in. It's his own smoke that's bloomed and blossomed a showstopper. Not finding any marks. Bit of clearance is needed here, but they don't expect this. Horns over, Forsaken. Not getting the read on it. It's a time of the plant. TP behind. TP behind. Manager's missed each other. It's all down to this and the okay, judge in the hands. It's all chaotic. What a crazy round. Could have been anyone's game there. It is traded. Now to Nightfall. It's going to be scattering. Ults on ults to try and find this. Jing presses forwards. There's an advantage to be found. And he's hunting it out. Pouncing on the chance. Full control in towards Link. And they've given up elbow as a result of it. But PaperX still ingrained. Good positions to be held. Just comes down to the shots. And with something missing, that one, Valen, he might have just opened this up for them. It's a 3v3. Try lays it down at least without flash. Shots and fights all going their way. Jorgamo tries to get it done, but not fast enough. PaperX level it out, 11-11. The execs have been working. So why switch it up? Why change it? PaperX send it flying forwards here with dimensional drift from something to try and at least pave the way. Clears out most of the site. Gives them that info. The rest of his team can just walk into the fight now. G2 looking to play that retake. Spike down, gearing up. Refine into elbow. A lot of util flown forwards here. Jorgamo's going to be caught though, near-sighted. Worrying predicament that he could be placed in. Drone needs to be dealt with onto the side here, but the fight, brute force, no way! Forsaken! Caught out into the open there, tried to take the TV behind him to be that dagger in the back, but punished as a result. The pick could be exactly what G2 needed. The flood, the avalanche, now it's all falling to pieces, and it's going to come down to the individuals again. Divide and something, they have to do it all, and it leaves it down to just something. Jorgamo with the defuse, stuck all the way. He knows there's safety now. Surrounded by his comrades. It's G2 up to 12. Jing ends up getting a kill. They're not shy. Now starting to get a bit of a move on. Satchel's forwards as well. It's all on Jonah P. It's a nade at his feet, a flash on top of it. The salvos to try and help him out. Again, that util comes in handy. C's laid out on top of it. Again, the second wave of the salvo. All an attempt to punish. Two players being caught and collected. 30 seconds left, and it's going to come down to the gun duel. It's going to come down to it here and now. Across the map, kills are collected and claims it. It does even it up into a 3v3. Armageddon, plant down. Patman with the full commit.
Does he get out?
Full stick, and he can't escape it. Goes down with the ship, but it might just be your G2 sailing into Ascent to bring us all the way. Something is going to have to go huge. Planted for him. A flash dodged and avoided. Jorgamo puts his body on the line, but it's played perfectly. Something, you can't be doing this to them. A tap from Trent trying to pull him out into the open once more, but it's all goddamn something.
That is a monstrous clutch. Something. They'll have heard this wall go down.
Yeah, placed down again. Have to be baited out, or you just move over it as a pack. 3-2-1 TP up towards the top. It's a full exec just called for, but that flash is everything. Divide finds it in through the side. The trades on top. Jonah P still trying to play it forwards and not expecting that something could be on that corner. Lucky to be alive in a spot like this, but the paranoia is perfect once more. Forsaken going to lay claim to the site and help his team survive.
It looked for a moment like something might be denied by the Prowler in his face.
Drone to re-clear this one, but all the players of PaperX are grouping up over towards B. Twisting the tail that they're weaving, and now they're sending it flying forwards. They reveal their hand. It's up to Jorgamo. Can he try and put a stop to it? Jing stops. Finally there, but out wide into the open. His shots need to land, and land they will! It's all on Leaf, on his shoulders. He's given that open avenue for just a split second, but the damage has already been done.
A 2v5. PaperX have been amazing at winning salvo, not salvo, the stun, double flash.
Gonna skip past this. Just leaves it to Divido, and it is inevitable at this point. Time trickling down.
10 seconds left.
Bodies reinforcing it. G2 are not finished yet. They want to survive.
Look at this clash.
Here it is. A brawl to gain the advantage, the edge onto Kuro between two of these teams have been so damn evenly matched. Paranoia sweeps, salvo on top of it. Damage being done, but it's just tickling their feet in a salvo. And it's all is on Leaf.
How's he got 3?
Where has he found that? The timing to be taken up mid. And he thrives underneath it.
Another huge numbers advantage for G2. Both teams allowing the attackers to take a lot of mid control. And in the late round, in the post plan, PaperX have actually been pushing like this. To G2 think about it, because otherwise things could get sticky here.
Onto the flank, Jonah P is inserted. He will be that first line of defense. Grouped up here, Patman and Divide trying to make the most of this situation now, but Keen's a good... Oh, it's going to be clean, and unfortunately, first one not going their way. Patman even just revealing his position, and immediately you can see the G2 players scurrying forwards. Jonah P trying to buy time and try and take that fight, but no one really ready to trade off that. As an ult turns up, Nightfall now scatters, gives a confirmation. One player spotted. He doesn't know where Valen is. Horn even broken. Time ticking away, trying to really ISO those fights out. G2 though had it completely under their control. Potential for a bit of counter spam. They're doing it most of the time here. Paranoia sweeps on either side. Handshake at a Utah, but as soon as Jonah P reveals a fire, it could be going straight back at him. It's a dry fight that's being taken. Jing thought he was set up for success there with a fight potentially, but now it's all gone a little bit wrong here for PaperX.
It's such a nice ante because Jonah's been tanking the Haunt on the site, but Jing just went too early.
Strong clearance through, Valen off to the side as well, holding it down at an avenue of his own. Any attempt at a trade is just not in sight here. We should be going to Ascend. This is just a bloodbath and a blender that these players are being pulled into. Forsaken does at least collect the 1 kill. Spike in his hands. The players rapidly approaching.
If anyone could pull the magic out, it would be him.
1v3, he's got to try and find these players and see if he can collect the kills. It's all Fallon though. Puts him in the grave and sends us all the way to Ascend. A map 3.
For the side of G2, with the amount of Deco that Trent has played, I hope they, I mean, he definitely knows how to drone. I'm going to be paying attention to the rest of the lineups, though.
A lot of control on that PaperX side, right? You
Absolutely.
got a lot of control.
Which means pistol rounds like this, mighty, mighty important.
They've got an idea for it. A lot of players looking down mid as well for that peak. Expecting Leaf to be down there, but he's also done the damage just before he's gone down.
Technically another opening kill. It's about whether or not he can get them off in time, though. G2 could push him. Force him to keep his gun out.
Yeah. 1 layer of it now. TP into the back. One's in Jenny.
He's done a good job at slowing them down. Look how fast Forsaken's coming.
Jump with a tag. He knows he's there.
30 seconds left.
Dogamo tight to the corner here. Actually, a bit of awareness just going to miss just for Jing in that. Still players are starting to look to see if they can float all the way back in with that frenzy. How the hell does Dogamo get this value?
He's so good with it.
Too controlled, man. Something of Forsaken now, having to get it done. Sheriff in the mid, something already going to be picking off. Jorgamo, he's gone in a 2v2. Anyone's game now at this point here. There's potentially an end that PaperX have earned themselves. We'll find out, we can see how it gets going. A lot of damage being done. That is so precise in terms of the shots. And Trent has to reveal his position. The Dart drifting overhead here. Something still delivering these shots. My God, what a monster he is.
Untouchable on pistol rounds. It feels like actually getting deep onto this line. And they've set Leaf up to take a fight over towards, you know, deep spawn market, something like that.
It's all the way in. Very wide face. Good adjustment by Jaw, but he oversteps himself. Jing is going to be putting him in his place still. Awareness there from Patman. Still watching that angle, but Jonah P has found it. Targets are toppling, and now Devi is going to be the one under that pressure. He's going to try and hold them back now just with that stinger. Seen out, but as he's placing the util, that's a pretty poor timing to be taking. Leaf running a mockery over him right now. They seems to be aware of the fact Jing does return that fire, but he's got the rifle and he's looking to get out while he can. 51 health is what Trent's working with here, trying to put together a picture of where G2 are trying to end. And Leaf is there, he answers back. Damage was done, potentially just a half armor, but something is punished nevertheless. So we're going to be sending it forwards now, flying with that Dimensional Drift to trying to clear up most of this one. Does spot Devi in through the back, pings across the board here. Wall's going to be tripped out. Jorgamo looking to contest here. Tangle with Devi. 1v1 onto the side, that could mean absolutely everything. Still, they haven't dealt with him, and he is drifting in. They're not really taking this fight together. Devi, a chance. That's all it will remain as well. He's going to be sent straight back. To spectate now and watch as Forsaken. Isn't really going to be making a play towards this one, not on a 1v4.
It's going to have to be something that PaperX are very, very aware of. Because they do love to dry challenge. Forsaken keeps his gun. It's going to be helpful because the economy is not in a good spot.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Hunter's Fury, potentially there. You see it with a Steel Garden at least to set the pace of this one. Is there any clearance into Wine?
They're not thinking about it.
Forsaken, he's here. Drifted into the spot. His gun's going to be coming back any moment now, and that's the time to strike. It's Nye. He's going to jump on the chance to pounce. Potentially do some damage to help his team out. The flood attempt in from PaperX, all off the back of the IGL. Valoran's going to try and do all he can to survive in a spot like that. But what a play to make. Just that slightest gap in discipline. Holding the ground down towards B. It's going to come down to sharpshooting, I think, as well. See which player can put them into the dust soon enough. That is a shot, and what is that? Through the wall, lucky to be alive. The coverage from Devi, it's not quite there. Jogamo had that one entirely covered on that one angle, and something now feeling the heat and that pressure. Res up in through mid. His pace has been turned up to a degree. PaperX looking to control this one back down again.
And that's a huge ultimate that they just brought back into play.
30 seconds
G2
left.
going to have to slow things down here, otherwise they're running in with pistols.
28 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough here.
No time at all. I mean, it's a deep TP by Valen, but he's into Wine. He's looking to get punished. Forsaken still holding it down. Wall's going to be going down momentarily, especially when they're knocking at the door and trying to break it down themselves. Leave! All sorts of damage being done, but it's A, that's the problem. Forsaken needs to be dealt with, and this guy is a nuisance. He's in the goddamn walls, but time barely bought.
How have they won this round? It's absolutely insanity.
All the way down to the wire.
Leaf picking off both of those kills with the tour de force through mid. The winners of Masters Toronto might be cast to the lower bracket.
That's a hell of a pit to be dropped down into, but somebody's going to be trying to pull his own weight. Quick kill there onto Trent. Operator revealed as well, but G2, they don't care about it. They're going to be taking the fight straight to them anyway. Creeping all the way up to the line. Devi trying to really see if he can put the hurt onto them again, but that is an instant trade once more. G2, you're playing into their wheelhouse, but this is a round at PaperX. They don't want to give up. The Dimensional Drift is going to be used again to set it forwards. The trade bug. Oh my god, man. He's everywhere.
He can do no wrong.
And he's dominating so far, round after round. PaperX on the shoulders of Something and Jing. Creeping away past here. Looking for any sort of sightlines, and they got the wall off into CT. Attempt to try and break it. Leaf still wins that out. It's a 4K for him.
It's criminal.
And Something is scurrying away to try and deny that ace.
Something's holding really close to this with an operator on the other side.
This angle not ideal as well, especially when players are lying in where you can't hit the adjustment, and the punish is there. For the first time for it, they're just trying to beam these players down with the bullets. They're doing the job anyway. Blind as anything, and it's just a game of just hunting down the minimap. Dissecting the map, it's what G2 do best. Especially with this double Sentinel comp, you are right in the wheelhouse. It's going to take timings like this, little plays to be made. But individuality can only do so much against this war machine that is G2.
They are completely in control right now.
Yeah, dive on top of it. That's going to be a big reveal onto multiple players looking to try and take the fight forwards. But again, the comp doesn't really suit it. You can't jump on the chance. Fades away.
And now you've been baited into forward positions.
Double bait and switch here. That's good damage done though. Forsaken is going to be spamming. Roar into it. A Dimensional Drift to try and clear most of that corner out. Jing is forward again, trying to take that fight. You can hear the sound cues. Jonah P is just waiting in thick water. Forsaken's still going to be the one to put the bullet to the dome.
And
finally a player advantage.
And Something fast on the flank. You can play retake in this spot, but Trent's already the playmaker.
Trent trying to slip the net back. There's one! Oh my god! Straying out with the bullets on either side. Forsaken finds it. Oh, cancelled out. Goes out here. Forsaken trying to sow chaos again once more, but Something onto the flank again could just be the nail in the coffin they needed for a round like this. Juggernaut not anticipating it whatsoever. And it's all down to Valen. It's a 1v3. Positions here is playing way out into the open, but the bait and switch is perfect from PaperX. Exactly what they needed.
Up the op battle over here towards B main. What util does each team use?
Wow, it just comes down to it. I mean, there's a flash that doesn't go down. Wait, Forsaken! I should say Something still steps up.
That's a crazy repeat from Something.
Sounds in a bit of a tricky spot here. Hunter's Fury trying to pave a way forwards again. That TP is going to be cut into the corner, dodging, juking, maybe even in the midst of all of that. Yes, damage is being done, and with those kills claimed, it goes on either side. Patman finally lets loose with one of his own, but it's a 3v3 that they're going to be playing themselves into.
Flash available for Jorgamo, and one for Forsaken as well. This flash recon combo should be quite nice, but PaperX forced to use it early.
Paranoia sidestepped, but no one really anticipating. It's a smoked off position. Forsaken gives away his life. With the slow field drop down at your feet, your options even more limited. Revealed over and over and over again. Damage through the walls. Bled to death. 1,000 cuts here. You might have that heal in the back pocket. But it's a chokehold setup currently going on. It's going to take just raw individualism. Heroics from either side. It's all G2 though. A red feed that's filled up in their name. 8-4 is the half. An attack side that you can be proud of if you're G2. Jorgen's going to be catching a lot of contact there. A lot of heat being sent his way through mid. PaperX looking to really reinforce this one up. And that's a fight to be taken. Leaf though will respect it almost immediately. Trademark going to be broken. A lot of damage there. The shot dart just off the side of it. And through the wall, Leaf is finding it. Doors closed off into their faces here. Barely a pixel to work with, but PaperX are still looking to overwhelm. Reinforcements, though, in through the back, and this is a weird timing to be taken. You've warded off your only avenue over towards A, and then you're trying to make your way over towards B. Devi trying to put the squeeze down onto them. They could go in either direction if they're going to go back into Jonah B.
Oh, he could feast here with a frenzy.
They've got
to clear this.
So much damage being done to all of them right now, but that frenzy's barely out of there. 5 bullets left and trying to do the job, but this guy can't be stopped. They finally remove him, but the damage has been done from every single side and avenue and angle. Divido might have just done it, and he's brought it into that 1v1. Enough damage done in the process. Patman versus Trent. Sova versus Sova. 30 seconds left, and they know the rough positions.
30 seconds left.
Both are damaged. Weak as anything, but Patman walking right into it. And he's got them that round they needed. A pistol round earned, and potentially a chance. A lot of full armors though across the board. There's respect being shown here by PaperX, and it will force a hand relief. He has to be incredibly precise if he wants to get value out of it. There's the one person with half armor.
The only one person with half armor, and it's Jing who gets caught.
Unfortunate. Still, seeing that util, that is a hell of a peek by something, and rapid shooting it is really at his best. Jonah P taken out of the equation now. Drone up and over looking for some mid-round information. Devi's going to be tagged up, but still stands his ground, holds it down.
Trent maybe asked a huge amount of in this round. He had a big round where he was defending the B site on Corrode.
It's fake pressure by Patman.
But I don't think that they should fall for this. Jorg has full A main info. The thing is, they're so far away, Valin and Jorgamo. They can't really help. That's why I'm saying massive pressure on Trent here.
And leave it up through mid. 2 shots to the body, chest, or legs. Pick whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's all down to Trent right now into this spot, and he's still dodging, weaving, ducking away from all of this iron. A fight taken towards it. PaperX ensuring that they hold on. They keep their eyes onto the smokes with those guns well trained. Divert themselves into a 2v2 from this spot.
Devi's going to hear Jorg coming up. Maybe not. He just cut noise.
He did cut noise from it, and the barrel's going to be poking out before. No, not quite. It's all about the timing here. Devi trying to cut it up into the corner, but the clearance. Immaculate stuff from Jorg. Piece by piece. Taking bite-sized chunks out of the site, making sure that they can clear most of the way. It's up to Forsaken. He's been a menace. He had a hot hand earlier. We'll see if he can keep it going now into this 1v2. Currently 16 and 8. The players dropping down and giving him that perfect timing. Snapping to it. 1v1. He's done it. The IGL does it again. That one with the drone. Backing out. Leaf doesn't take his TP, so he's still got the rendezvous for a rainy day, which is Seal Garden's coming through anyway. Weaponry now going to have to be fully reliant on a headhunter, but I don't think Leaf's got any bullets to really to his name. Just trying to tuck tight, ensure that he's not cleared out from this spot here, while something looks to try and get the clearance down. Leaf, he's answered straight back. The weapon's into his hands and he's rendezvous TP'd into the side, man. Eventually cleared up. This is still guarding both ways. Weapons taken away. A res in sight. Shorty does the job. Close quarters. That's where the action lies. Weapons to swing back out here. PaperX have found themselves a way back in, but Jorgamo looking to see if he can answer. Knocking at the door, him and Jonah P, but Jonah P no more. There it is. Quick cleanup in the end. 3-piece by Jing, and a lead taken by PaperX.
They could have comboed it with the Euroworld. They could have used it as the PaperX were pushing.
It's got to be a fat finger here. Jorgamo, he's not leaving.
Terrible gate crash as well.
Trying to stay into the fight.
Terrible gate crash.
Way out into the open in that spot. Not in a position to try and withstand that pressure. PaperX are really applying it now. Evenly across the board, and this is moving over towards B. Starwood is the defense again. They've got those thorns to try and delay and slow this one down. A tag of the drone potential there for a fight to be taken, especially as that smoke dissipates. Thorns at your feet, spam into the corner. I think they know that Jing's in that spot and that position, and Leaf, time to strike is there. The backstab that they needed as a spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't overstay his welcome.
Thorns activated.
Let the spike be retrieved, let it be picked back up. There's 15 seconds left and you haven't cleared these side plays. Jonah P, the anchor, and a thorn in their side. The flash and a peek, he's been denied. Deleted here. The plant is going down fast and loose from G2. Trying to take the fight now, trying to take it together. And eventually they get the job done. But my God, did it take it.
And Forsaken's got good control over towards A main. One trip and pressure on Leaf with the off.
They're going into him now. See what he can get done here. Potential damage to be dished out to Paranoid to try and slow them once more. Fire in your face there, as blind as anything, and he just spots it. Jump spot of something was a little bit too out into the open. There's enough of an angle that they can jump on it, but a res immediately to try and undo the damage. Something back into the fight. 5 players trying to look and make their mark into it, but with just a judge in the hand, Jogo, he can only do so much. Players are drifting into this fight, but it is slapdash, not put together whatsoever here from G2. Door needs to be broken. An avenue and a sight line, and Leaf does deliver. Death blow after death blow, but Pac-Man looking to answer straight back, and damage done to Valen. Weak as anything. Handed it back to Forsaken with a deeper TP. Jonah P will clean them up. These players, weak as anything. It's going to come down to the tiniest of details. Who can hit the first shot? And that is a risky one. Jump spawning around, jumping down into the fight. Pac-Man left into the 1v1. Down in his face. He's going to try and break this one down, but with the damage done and the right click, Trent delivers it!
And he's got the time on the defuse. He gets revenge for that pistol round clutch. Smoked off now as PaperX look like they're going for an A split.
Choking them out here. There's a Hunter's Fury to see if they can set this one up, but the Thorns as well. It's going to be delaying. No one can really push forwards and past that. It's a wasted ult at the end. Only a bit of damage onto Jorg. And bodies are reinforcing. G2 have the entirety of the team. The army has arrived to try and put a stop to most of this, but a dart late in being delivered. Leaf, though, still getting active. He's forwards again into his approach, trying to bait those shots, and he can't be stopped. This is ridiculous from him. One-man army himself. Big reveal, but coverage in sight. Forsaken, eager to put the bullets straight back into that body here, but a reveal onto it. These shots are coming thick and fast. Pac-Man barely able to survive. 4 bullets left. He's going to try and find these shots individually, but it's all Jonah P. Too sharp, adjusting in time. G2, the ones up to 11, the ones leading by 1 round. Seeing how to gear up towards this one. A few Sheriffs, Bulldog and a Vandal. It's the only thing they're working with. Double up with the smokes as well, denying that heaven angle just in case the operator was there, but Leaf to reposition. He misses his shot. Rarity at that, and it doesn't take the time to TP away. It's Forsaken with the punish. He was to play with a rifle. It's to be the case, and the Sheriffs, wow! PaperX, you know how to make them work. 2 players down here for G2, and an open site now and an open plant. PaperX, a lot of damage being taken into the process, but you've got to try and win this one with overwhelming firepower. Sightlines are being cut away. Spam into the floorboards. Trent to remove Pac-Man. Now he's looking for a little bit more. Big flash though, and an even better swing. Forsaken is putting matters into his own hands as the IGL. Straight shots and straight bullets. He's barely alive, but he's still getting it done. 3 for him. And time has been bought for his team to survive into this one, to play it all together. What a play by Forsaken. Put it all on his shoulders, and he will withstand it. They want to move into this one as he's still got on their own.
You have to Soverall this.
Soverall's going to be used though. That's an attempt at a punish. Could be some connections coming through. And there it is. Long range with the artillery. Trent trying to make the play towards it, but that's a res to instantly undo most of that damage. And something inserted himself. Making a bit of a home, just trying to set up camp, and they are going to remove him out with that util. It's clean, but it goes on either side once more. It's all down to the finer details, and the gunplay is what matters most. G2.
Forsaken. Ulting, and now they're looking for him around spawn. They know, though, that the spike is going down over towards B. Valen checking B main.
Cancelled.
Full 3v3.
Gets the clearance onto this one. It comes down to it. The gunfight's taken. This PaperX who want to square up towards it. They hear the footsteps, and they see the shots. Defy rains down that ledge. And it's PaperX who survive. PaperX who keep going. And PaperX who deny G2 that chance and send them packing to the lowers.